If you're over 60 and trying to take better care of your health, chances are oatmeal has made its way into your daily routine. It's warm, easy to digest, and has a reputation for lowering cholesterol. But what if we told you that what you add to your oatmeal could be quietly working against your heart, your blood sugar, and even your energy? That's right. The toppings and mix-ins you choose each morning might feel comforting or even healthy. But for aging bodies, some of them could trigger inflammation, disrupt digestion, or raise your blood pressure without warning. And since oatmeal is often eaten daily, those small mistakes add up fast. In this video, we'll reveal 7 common ingredients that many seniors stir into their oatmeal, often with the best intentions, that can slowly sabotage your health. Some of them are obvious once you know. Others might shock you. But by the end, you'll know exactly how to keep your oatmeal nourishing, not harmful. Let's start with a classic culprit. 1. Brown sugar. A sweet start with a bitter cost. Brown sugar seems harmless, right? Just a sprinkle to sweeten your bowl. But what most people don't realize is that your body processes brown sugar almost exactly the same as white sugar. And after 60, your ability to regulate blood sugar naturally begins to decline. That spoonful may cause a rapid spike in glucose followed by a crash that leaves you tired, hungry, and more likely to snack on unhealthy foods later in the day. Worse, over time, this roller coaster can increase your risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, especially if you're already dealing with high blood pressure or weight gain. If you love sweet oatmeal, try a sliced banana, some cinnamon, or a few fresh berries. These natural sweeteners add flavor along with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants your body actually appreciates. 2. Artificial sweeteners. A chemical shortcut with hidden costs. In an effort to avoid sugar, many turn to artificial sweeteners like sucralose or aspartame. But the truth is, these zero-calorie chemicals can confuse your metabolism. Studies suggest they may still spike insulin, increase cravings, and strain your gut health and liver. Older adults are especially sensitive to this kind of metabolic confusion. And when the liver is already working harder due to age or medication, these additives can quietly add stress without offering any nutrition in return. Instead, reach for natural flavor boosters. A dash of nutmeg, a drop of vanilla, or a swirl of almond butter can bring warmth and richness without upsetting your system. So far, we've talked about how brown sugar and artificial sweeteners, 2 of the most common oatmeal mix-ins, can work against your body, especially as you get older. But we're just getting started. Some ingredients that seem healthy on the surface may be putting quiet pressure on your liver, blood vessels, and metabolism. Let's keep going with number 3. 3. Dried fruit. Concentrated sugar. That overloads your liver. Dried cranberries, raisins, and apricots may look like a smart way to add fruit to your breakfast, but don't be fooled. Once fruit is dried, the water disappears and the sugars become highly concentrated. Even just a few spoonfuls can contain more sugar than a candy bar. And unlike glucose, which your muscles can use for energy, most of the sugar in dried fruit is fructose, processed almost entirely by your liver. Over time, too much of it can lead to fat buildup in the liver, raising the risk of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, a condition increasingly common in people over 60. If you want fruit in your oatmeal, stick with fresh. A handful of blueberries or apple slices not only bring natural sweetness, but also offer hydration, fiber, and antioxidants that support your digestion and circulation. 4. Flavored oatmeal packets, fast food in disguise. Pre-flavored instant oatmeal packets may seem convenient, especially if you're short on time. But what's hiding inside those little envelopes could be setting you up for inflammation, water retention, and blood pressure spikes. Why? Most flavored oatmeal packets contain artificial flavors, added sugars, and 200 to 300 milligrams of sodium per serving. That's before you even add milk or toppings. For older adults managing hypertension or heart conditions, that sodium adds up fast and silently. Plus, the flavors often come from lab-made chemicals that ask your liver and kidneys to work overtime just to filter them out. If you like flavored oatmeal, make your own. Cook plain rolled or steel-cut oats and add your own ingredients: cinnamon, nutmeg, apple chunks, or a touch of honey. You'll get the taste you love, minus the hidden stress. 5. Non-dairy creamers. Fake cream. Real Risk powdered or liquid non-dairy creamers may seem like a lighter alternative to milk, but many of them are made with trans fats and artificial additives. Even products labeled trans fat-free can legally contain small amounts, enough to build up over time. These additives can raise your LDL, bad cholesterol, lower HDL, good cholesterol, and promote chronic inflammation that affects your joints, heart, and brain. Want creamy oatmeal? Try unsweetened almond milk, oat milk, or even a spoonful of plain yogurt if you tolerate dairy. These options provide texture and nutrition without the synthetic chemicals your body doesn't need. We've already looked at how sugar, artificial sweeteners, dried fruits, and creamers can turn your healthy oatmeal into a silent stressor for your heart, liver, and metabolism. But 2 more healthy add-ins are just as sneaky, especially if you're over 60 and aiming to protect your long-term health. Let's keep going with number 6. 6. Store-bought granola. Hidden sugar and oils in disguise. Granola is often thought of as a healthy topping, natural, wholesome, and full of crunch. But most store-bought versions are baked in oils and sweetened with syrups that add a heavy load of sugar, refined fat, and unnecessary calories. Manufacturers often use canola oil, palm oil, or soybean oil, all of which are highly processed and can promote inflammation. Even low-sugar granola may be loaded with honey, brown rice syrup, or dried fruit that spikes blood sugar just the same. Seniors with pre-diabetes, joint pain, or high cholesterol may feel the effects of this sugar-fat combo more intensely. And portion sizes? Most people use far more than the label suggests, unknowingly adding hundreds of extra calories to their breakfast. Instead, try toasted pumpkin seeds, chopped walnuts, or a sprinkle of unsweetened coconut flakes. You'll still get crunch, but with healthy fats, minerals, and zero artificial junk. 7. Protein powders. Too much of a good thing? You may have heard that extra protein can help maintain muscle as we age, and that's true. But not all sources of protein are equal. Many commercial protein powders are packed with artificial flavorings, sugar substitutes, and preservatives. For seniors, these extra chemicals can place added stress on the liver and kidneys, especially if you're already managing medications or age-related decline in organ function. The aging body also processes excess protein less efficiently. If your body doesn't need it for energy or repair, it must be filtered out by your kidneys, sometimes quietly causing damage that isn't detected until it's serious. If you truly want a protein boost with breakfast, go natural. A scoop of plain Greek yogurt on the side, a boiled egg, or even a spoonful of nut butter will provide high-quality protein without overburdening your organs. Remember, more isn't always better. At this stage of life, better is better. We've now uncovered 7 surprising ingredients that could be turning your well-meaning oatmeal into a daily health risk, especially for those over 60. These include brown sugar, artificial sweeteners, dried fruit, flavored oatmeal packets, non-dairy creamers, store-bought granola, and commercial protein powders. Each of these can quietly strain your body's natural systems, from your heart and liver to your metabolism and kidneys. But here's the good news. Small changes make a big difference. You don't need to give up oatmeal, you just need to make it work for you, not against you. When built the right way, oatmeal can still be one of the most nourishing, grounding, and heart-supportive meals of your day. What should a senior-friendly oatmeal bowl look like? Let's simplify it. Base. Use plain rolled oats or steel-cut oats. Avoid flavored packets. Liquid. Use water or unsweetened almond, oat, or dairy milk. Flavor. Add cinnamon, nutmeg, or a splash of vanilla extract for taste without sugar. Sweetness. Go for fresh fruit, like half a banana, apple slices, or a few blueberries. Texture and crunch. Add a tablespoon of ground flax seeds, chia seeds, or chopped raw walnuts. Creaminess. Stir in a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt after cooking, or a drizzle of unsweetened nut butter. That's it. Nothing fancy, nothing processed. Just real food that supports your body, helps manage blood sugar, and keeps you feeling full and energized. Why this matters now more than ever. At this stage in life, your body's needs are different than they were at 30 or 40. Your digestion has changed, your insulin response has shifted, and your organs are asking for less burden and more support. Every bite matters, especially the first meal of your day. Oatmeal should give you steady energy, not make you sleepy or foggy. It should protect your heart, not put pressure on your blood vessels. And most importantly, it should help you feel good, physically and emotionally. So take a moment today. Open your pantry. Check the labels. Look at the ingredients you've been adding to your oatmeal. Which ones are working for you? And which might need to go? You've made it this far by taking care of your health. Keep that momentum going by giving your breakfast the same thought and care you give to your medications, your doctor visits, and your lifestyle. You deserve food that loves you back. If this video or message helped you today, let us know by leaving a comment. Share what changes you're ready to make. And don't forget to subscribe for more smart, practical tips designed for your stage of life. Thank you for joining us. Here's to mornings that fuel your freedom and meals that help you live fully every single day.